Okay, listen, so what I'm about to show you has literally made people millions of pounds within the market, myself included. And if you're trading already and you're not using this very simple concept, then you are missing out a ton. And one thing I can promise you is if you implement this into your trading, it will change the trajectory of your career forever. So before we get into the video, for those of you that do not know me, my name is George Limp, and over the last 7 years, I have been a full-time FX trader. Now, over the last 3 to 4 years, I've been helping people just like yourselves start their own careers on the market. In just a very short period of time, I've had students going from 0 to multiple 6 figures, trading using the systems and strategies that I have personally built on the markets over my 7 years of trading. So if this is something that potentially you are looking into, you're watching this video and you're thinking, oh, I'd actually really like to get into that, then head over to the description. All of the details on how you can get in contact with my team and how we can help you will be down in the description below. So click the links in there, you'll get all of the information, but let's get straight into the video. Then, so what are we looking for? What is this amazing concept that nobody's ever heard of, that nobody's implementing, but so many people make so much money from? Well, it's very, 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 very simple. What we're looking for in the markets is an increase in volume, okay? So what we're looking for is these big, big spikes. Okay, so we can consistently see big spikes in the market, big spikes in the market, big spikes in the market, big spikes in the market. Now, the only reason these spikes ever happen is we've either got some form of fundamentals that have come out, okay, or we've got the big institutions and the big players within the market injecting capital. Okay, this is where they're buying from. Okay, now what we can do is we can use this and we can build a strategy and we can trade around this. So the concept is very, very simple. You look for one of these big sharp moves. Okay, so for example, if we got a big sharp move to the upside, if the market's pushing to the upside, what we do is we find where that push started and we find the previous seller's candle. Okay, so if we're moving up, we look for the last downward candle, the last bearish candle before that push happened. Okay, so we can see here, big push to the upside. We can see just before the push happened, this is the last seller's candle. So what we do is we can use our little box tool. We can mark out that candle. Okay, so we mark out the entire candle. We can then drag it over to the right hand side. And then it's very, very simple. What happens is we wait for the market to come back down into where that big move happened. And then look what happens. The market pushes away. Okay, we've got another one here, look. Big push. Okay, massive spike. We wait for the market to come back down. We've marked out the previous seller's candle. Okay, the market's moved up. So we find the last bearish candle. We mark it out. What happens? The market comes down, it taps that level, and what happens? It pushes away. Okay, this is on the 1 hour time frame. You can see this sort of thing happening on basically any time frame. It happens on every single time frame. So I've got a few more marked down here, a few trades that I took earlier on this week. So we can see again, I think I need to go down to the 15-minute for this one. But what can we see happened once again? So of course these moves are a little bit smaller relative to the ones we've already looked at, but we can see here, we had a clear increase in volume. Okay, the market pushed up quite nicely. We had some very, very strong buyers candles. That indicates to us that there's buying happening from this level. We find the previous seller's candle because we're moving to the upside. We mark out that level. Okay, we pull it to the side. When we come back down to retest that level, look what happens. The market pushes away. I've actually got another box there as well from, must be the 5-minute time frame. So again, if I can drop down to the 5-minute time frame, refine that level even more, so we can refine where we're looking to enter. We can see that big sharp move to the upside. We find the previous seller's candle, pull that one across, and as the market comes down to retest it, look what happens. The market fires away. Okay, and we push up. Again, we have another big push. Okay, now this can happen on any time frame. Okay, this works on any time frame. This concept is extremely powerful, and it works 5 minute, 1 minute, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, 5 hour, daily, weekly, whatever. It works on all time frames. Let's look at another currency then. So we've got Aussie USD. We've got some more positions here. So as I said, works on every single time frame. We've got a daily time frame move that's happened here as well. Again, super simple concept. We look for that big push. Okay, it can be up or down, it doesn't matter. If it's down, we look for the last bullish candle. If it's up, we look for the last bearish candle. Big push to the upside. The last bearish candle, okay, the last candle to the downside. Market pushed up, we came back, we retested that candle, and then look what happened. Push, massive push to the upside. Again, with very little drawdown. Okay, we've got another one here. Okay, so let me demonstrate this on the opposite side. Okay, so when the market's falling, how do we look for this as well? We look for those big pushes to the downside. Okay, we want to see there's volume in the market. Okay, where are these people selling from? Massive sellers candle, big push to the downside. The last buyer's candle, let me move that up so it looks a little bit better. The last bullish candle before that big seller's candle, we mark that along. What happens? The market drops, we come back down. When we eventually come up to this level, look what happens. We hit that level and we crash back down. Okay, very powerful. Okay, we've got some more levels marked out here. So these ones, what have we got here? So this one here, I marked out this level here. So we got a big push there, a clear increase in volume. I marked this level out here, but again, it hasn't come back to touch that level just yet. Okay, so I can use this level here. So if the market ever comes down to this point again, I can use this level. I said, okay, well, last time we were here, we had a big push to the upside, so that could potentially happen again. I've got a 30-minute level here as well that I've marked out. So we can see here the market pushed, we moved sideways for a little bit, and then we had another big push. Right before that big push happened, the previous seller's candle, okay, kind of bearish, more of an indecision, but again, you get my point. We mark that level out. Look what happens. The market pushes. We come back down, we retest, and away we go. Move on to another currency then. So this happens on that you can use on yen pairs, Aussie pairs, anything. It works on everything. It works on commodities, it works on indices, it works on everything. Every single currency or every single market that you can see, this concept will work. I use it on FX because that's where I see the majority of my opportunities. This is where I trade for the most part, is on FX. So this is where I use it. But again, identified number one, big drop in the market, previous buyer's candle, marked it out, look what happened. Came back, retested it, we dropped again. Big seller's candle, we stopped for a little bit, we had another big candle, okay? The previous buyer's candle, what happens is we just drag that one along. Look what happens, we come in, retest, and we fall straight back down into that next level of support. Okay, extremely powerful. Okay, so again, the concept is very simple. We look for a big sharp move. Okay, we look for a big sharp move. What we want to do is we want to identify the last seller's candle before that big move. Okay, if we're looking for, if the move is to the downside, we look for the last buyer's candle. Simple stuff. We identify that level, we mark it out. Again, it might happen in 5 minutes, it might happen in a day. We let the market do its thing, but eventually we'll come back down. What we're doing is we're looking for us to touch where this zone is, in anticipation that the market is going to find those buyers once again, and we're going to see the market shoot back off. Okay, super simple stuff. Okay, it's an incredibly powerful concept. It's an incredibly powerful concept. All you've got to be doing is looking where these big sharp moves are happening from. Okay, so again, just to recap these levels, big sharp move to the upside, we look for that last seller's candle. What happens is when we come back down, we retest it and we push away. Big sharp move to the upside, last seller's candle, we came back down, we retest it, we push away. Very simple. It works on every single time frame. I personally like to use it on sort of 1 hour, 4 hour, but it works on 15-minute very well as well. Used it on the 5-minute time frame a number of times for some nice little scalps. Very powerful. You can see it. I mean, I don't think I need to talk about it too much more, but you can see how incredibly powerful this very simple concept can be. 5 minute, last 5-minute seller's candle before that big 5-minute push to the upside. What happens is we came back, we retested it, and we pushed to the upside. Again, the trade would be very simple. We enter, either as we touch or as we see a nice little rejection away. Stop loss just below, take profit wherever we see fit. Okay, and this one would have been a 13.24% return on our money in, how long did this take? In just over an hour. Okay, so extremely powerful stuff. So listen, for those of you that are trading, this is going to be life-changing for you. You're probably going to take this little concept away. You're going to have a look at your own charts, you'll have a look at your own markets, and it's going to flip that light bulb in your head. And you're probably going to go away and you're going to make a ton of money. For the majority of you, I'm sure you probably watched this video and it's not really been practically useful, but what it has done is got you interested in learning more about how the markets work and how you can possibly benefit from these very simple concepts that can provide a lot of profit. So if you are one of those people that are super excited to learn more, then I'll put together a few action steps for you. And number one, I want you to hit that first link in the description and get in contact with one of my student success managers. We're always looking for very motivated individuals like yourself that are looking to start their trading career. And we'd love to see if you're a good fit for Forex Kickstarter. And number two, I want you to make sure you hit that subscribe button just below this video to make sure that you don't miss any of these future videos that are going to help you level up your trading. And number three, make sure you drop a comment below this video. Let me know what you think of this concept. And if you are trading already and you are going to take this concept away and implement it into your own trading, then be sure to let me know how you get on with it over on my Instagram. I'll put my handle up here. So yeah, if you are going to be utilizing this, make sure you let me know how you get on. So I want to thank any of you that have watched the video up until this point. All we've got to do now is go and complete those 3 action steps, and I look forward to seeing some of you inside of my community very soon.